welcome to our stream, everybody. This is Ariel Gatoga, and we are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. This is a general reading for all signs for today, the 20th of October, 2023. Moderating on YouTube is the lovely Jennifer, and moderating on Twitch is the lovely Dre. Thank you so much, Jennifer, and thank you so much, Dre. Well, thank you to everybody for joining us today as well. If you're watching us on a restream on YouTube, you can fast forward through all my shuffling if you don't want to watch it by using the timestamps. I am reading with Trionfi della Luna today. It's such a sweet deck. I love this deck, and I hope you do as well. This is the original deck. I don't care for the illustrated pips, but they do have a version of this with all the pips illustrated if you prefer your pips to be illustrated. This is Verbena by Coswell Mozzie. It's a very nice Van, and I'm going to spray 3 times in a room, in this big room, for purification purposes. I prefer the spray perfumes over burning smudge. Like I said, this is a general reading for all signs, which means it goes out to all kinds of different people. So if for some reason it doesn't seem to apply to you, just disregard it. It may not be meant for you. If that is the case, you can check out the zodiacal sign, the readings for your individual zodiacal sign, sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. You can find all of the most recent restreams of the readings on my website, ariels-corner.com, Ariel's Corner with a hyphen.com. Just click on the free online tarot readings link right in the main menu. Boy, I'm not awake yet. I'm like, what is it now? I don't read with card reversals, and I do like to mention that because sometimes people don't understand why I'm flipping cards right side up. It's just how I like to read. It's just as valid as reading with reversals. It's just a matter of taste and preference. If you are watching us on YouTube, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure you follow us on Twitch. You can watch on Twitch without any ads when you subscribe to us there. If you'd like to give us some support, you can send a donation to our going through our PayPal portal at paypal.me/ArielGatoga, paypal.me/ArielGatoga. You could always use a super sticker, super chat, or super thanks on YouTube, or if you have other desired ways of sending donations, we have other payment options on our main website, ariels-corner.com. I'm not here for the donations, though. I'm here to give you the nice reading, so I should stop shuffling and get to it, don't you think? Let's give this deck a nice cut, and we will see what we see. All right, we've got the Queen of Coins, we've got the King of Wands, and we've got the Hanged Man. All right, Queen of Coins, you've been nurturing yourself, you've been nurturing your prosperity, you've been nurturing your health, maybe, some of you, and that's a good thing. It's a wonderful thing, and it's encouraging you to stay with that. It's not something you want to just like, oh yeah, I did that. I nurtured myself before. That was fun. It's something that becomes a way of life for us, because when we nurture ourselves, we're not being, I think a lot of people worry that they're being self-indulgent. And that's not what the Queen of Coins is all about, being self-indulgent. The Queen of Coins is about nurturing your well-being in this world. This world is not a nice place. I know people want it to be, and they think it is, but this world is not a nice place. It's a very scary place to live. Even when people are at their best, it's a scary place to live. I mean, just think of what life is. I mean, you grow old, you die, people get sick. It's just not fun here for the most part. But this Queen of Coins has a way of making it better. That's what you're doing. You have a way of making things better for yourself and for others around you. And that's amazing. And that's exactly what you're doing. See, this is a great illustration. These poor little hungry kitties, they're experiencing this horrible world of starvation, right? But this Queen of Coins is saying, here, I'll feed you. I'll nurture you. Doesn't sort of looks like she's not, but she is. She's going to nurture those little kitties. And that's what you want to do for yourself, and that's what you want to do for other people around you. That's not being self-indulgent at all. It's making this world a nicer place to be. And This King of Wands is you really owning the kings are owners. You really owning what you're good at. That's another way this world becomes a nicer place. This world becomes nicer because of us, but it also becomes awful because of us. And we get to decide what we're doing. Are we here to make the world more awful, or are we here to make the world better? And one of the ways you can make the world better is by being true to yourself as far as your talents. You don't need to be, you don't need false humility. You don't need to like downplay what you're good at. We need you at your peak. So you're not being arrogant when you own your talents. You're not being arrogant when you own what you're good at. You're actually being a source of light here, a source of help, and you're making the world better. You by yourself, you personally. So whatever that is, a lot of times we judge our talents. Like, well, I know I'm good at that, but so what? I mean, that doesn't make any difference. Yes, it does. Your talent is just as important as anybody else's talent. Your talent for, I don't know what you do, but let's say that your talent was you were really good at sewing. Your talent for sewing, if you really love it and you get into it and you do it, you know, and you follow your heart and you just do that thing and you own that, that talent is just as important to the world as the talent of some breakthrough scientist that cures cancer. I know that doesn't sound like it. Doesn't sound like how could one be just as good as the other, but it is. As far as the infinite intelligence is concerned, infinite intelligence can use your talents just as well as use the talents of some important scientist, right? So don't think in terms of, oh, I'm just me and I don't have much to offer the world. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And we need you. You're making this world a better place just by being yourself. But see, look at what your tendency is. Your tendency is to just sort of like go and hang on a hang by a foot in a cocoon as this serpent. I love this. This serpent is threatening you, right? Because for some reason you think that, oh, I'm just me. I'm not that important. I'm not good enough. All of that stuff. That's not helpful. That doesn't help us at all. We need you at your peak. We need you to get down off that tree. And what you do to get down off that tree is you put your foot down to yourself and to those around you. You need to carve out your space to be this nurturer, to be this expert, this talented individual, and recognize how valuable you are, how really important you are, and not compare yourself to other people. And you need to say no to other people that are trying to steal your time away from what's important to you. You also need to say no to yourself when you start downplaying the value of who you are. You're not more valuable than anybody else. That's not what we're saying. But you're equally as valuable as everybody else. And that really is important to understand in regards to you owning your talents, you owning your abilities. All right, so let's open all these persons up here. This High Priestess card, followed by the Four of Cups, and then this lovely Seven of Cups. See, this is what happens when you get down off your tree and you stop thinking so poorly of yourself. You stop minimizing. That's our buzzword these days, but I love that word in this case. Minimizing your value. When you stop minimizing your value and you say no to those kinds of thoughts from yourself, and you say no to those other people that are trying to keep you away from what's important to you, then you are saying yes to the upgrade that infinite intelligence has for you. You see, this world can be a beautiful place. This world can transform into the place of beauty that it's supposed to be. It's just that we're all stuck in a version of this world that is ruled by our own ego minds, that's ruled by our own negative thinking, because our thoughts are what empowers the manifestations of our experience here. And so what we have to learn how to do is turn away from our habitual thinking and turn toward infinite intelligence and allow infinite intelligence to reorganize and restructure things for us here, so that things start to reflect the beauty that we were intended to experience here, but we haven't experienced since the almost the dawn of civilization, because of our own freedom to use our minds how we want to. But we're coming into a place and time where more people are getting hip to the fact that we can change our thinking, we can move away, we can say no to our ego minds, and we can have a beautiful experience here, even though the world doesn't seem like that's ever going to happen. It seems like this world is doomed, but it's not, because the world as we know it, we don't even know what it really looks like. We don't even know what it's really capable of. And this upgrade here is waiting for you to start giving you a sense of how beautiful this world really can be. Once you decide that you are going to lay down your minimizing of your talents, you're going to lay down your need to self-deprecate, you're going to lay down your need to devalue yourself, right? When you lay that stuff down, then infinite intelligence says, oh, goody. The free will has been granted, and they are using their free will to find something better than what they're coming up with on their own. So now that they've given us permission, we can come in and start the upgrade, right? I hope I'm making sense. So as you let go of your erroneous thoughts about yourself, that you're not quite good enough, that you're not important, that you're not valuable, that the talents that you love, there's no time for them because everybody else is more important than you are, all that kind of stuff. When you let that stuff go and you ask for that upgrade to happen, things can really turn around, and they will. But it's up to you to have a systematic way of coming back to maybe a spiritual practice or a meditational practice, affirmational practice, whatever, that you can on a regular, daily, systematic daily basis get back into understanding the truth about yourself and saying no and putting your foot down to the old ways of minimizing your talents and recognizing, I'm here to do certain things. Which things am I here to do? I don't know. What do I love? What am I good at? That's what I'm here to do. Okay, I better get busy. Now, a lot of this has been sort of a mystery for you. Like I said, you've been doing great with the nurturing. You've been a good nurturer, and you are a good nurturer, and you've been nurturing certain things about yourself and about other people. But there's been a lot under the surface that you don't quite understand yet. As you get more clear, as you get more disciplined with your mind, those mysteries will reveal themselves to you. And as you can say no to the things which want to avoid your, those parts of you that want to avoid your purpose here on earth and keep you busy with nonsense, as you say no to that kind of stuff, and as you say no to those negative attitudes about yourself, boy, things really change. The 7 of Cups is not kidding. Now, my 7 of Cups, this is why I don't like illustrated pips. If you look at the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, it's a very different look. It's almost like a Pandora's box. That's not what's happening. This is not a Pandora's box that's happening. This is a major spiritual upgrade waiting for your permission, waiting for your saying no to the things that are those parts of your personality that are keeping that at bay. So like we have been talking about, all of the ways that you minimize yourself and minimize your value. As you say no to those things, and you've got to be firm and loving with yourself when you find yourself getting down on yourself. But when you do that, boy, that upgrade is not kidding. It comes like a flash. It comes in a flash, and it's there to support your talents. It's there to support your work in this world. And I really want to triple down, quadruple down on your understanding how important you are, how essential you are. And what's essential about you is everything you love, everything you wanting to do, everything you're interested in. The universe needs you. The universe needs you for the upgrades that are happening in your life, and that upgrade also is part of a larger upgrade that's happening in everybody else's lives. So good for you. You're doing great. You just have to really take a clear look at your self-esteem. Okay, 2 meditations that might help you today if you have time. This one on the High Priestess card is called Working with the Goddess of Mystery, and this one is Using Your Sacred Power of No for the Hanged Man. You can find all of those meditations by following the link right in this video description on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching today, and thank you so much to Jennifer and Dre for moderating. We'll see you all tomorrow. Blessed be.